everyone, it's Jennifer, and today's video is just to show you how to make this cute card here. So this card is made with our new Eastern Beauty stamp set, and I'm going to get started and show you how to make it. Okay, so the card base is a normal card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and we'll just fold it in half with our bone folder. I like to use the bone folder because the crease on the inside is less wrinkly than when I use my finger. And it just helps me keep it straight. Okay, then of course if you're making your own cards at home or in a class, I always have you stamp and sign the back so that whoever you give it to knows that you made it and that it's handmade, not a specialty card you bought at a specialty boutique store, because that's what it looks like. And I always have you do that first so that if you mess up, because inevitably we always do it the wrong direction or we stamp it crooked or something. So if you mess up, you can cover up your mistake. So let's say we did it wrong on the back here. Now that can become the front of our card, which we'll cover later, and we can stamp it again. So anyway, that's our card base. We'll set it aside. Then for this card, we have a piece of our brand new Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lime Twist is the name of the color, cardstock, and it's 5 1/4 by 4. So this color and all of the products you're going to see here that are new, you can get in the bundle this month in May 2017, the Eastern Palace bundle. And there's two to choose from, a starter bundle and a premier bundle. So I have another video and I'll put a link to that in this video that you can see all about that. Okay, so that will be our next layer, but we don't need to glue that down yet. And then we have our Whisper White, which is another 1/4 inch smaller. So 4 1/4, 4, so 3 3/4 by 5. And we're going to emboss that one with the Softly Falling embossing folder. So let's do that real quick. And I did it for this one. You can place your cardstock in different spots on this folder. So I did it towards the top so it's not so concentrated at the bottom. When we first got this folder, I just thought of it as snow, but now I just think of it as a nice background. So I'm going to switch my plates here, use the Big Shot platform without the attachment, and put that in there and emboss it. I use my oldest plates for embossing. They're too old for die cutting anymore. So there we go. That's that layer. And we'll keep our Big Shot. I'm going to put my magnetic plate back on it. Put this away. Okay, so let's do our stamping next. So we're going to stamp this piece here and our little thank you. Let me grab my paper. Okay, so here's a piece of Whisper White, a larger one for this flower. It's not a flower, but the flower image, and a smaller one for thank you. So we're using the Eastern Beauty stamp set. Like I said, you can get it this month early. In May, our new catalog has not started yet, but in June 1st, 2017, this will be available individually in the big catalog. And we're going to use Lemon Lime Twist and Tranquil Tide, two new in colors, which again you can get early in the bundle. So we will start out with Tranquil Tide, and here's the stamp. So to get the image that we have here, you stamp the image one time, and then without re-inking, you twist it and you align the center with the center, and then also the centers as you're looking. This line here will go down the middle of a petal basically. So it's really easy to do. There we go. And then when I first saw this image in the stamp in the set, I was putting it in the corner of my cards, which it does look, in my opinion, really cute there. But then I saw a sample online and realized what it was for. It's so cool. So Lemon Lime Twist. And for aligning, you want to align this point right here with that part of your stamped image. I find that the easiest. When I start looking at these outer corners is when I mess up. If you just look at that point right there, it's not the middle, but that point right there, it keeps you on track. And you do skip every other indentation there, but that is pretty obvious when you're stamping it because it doesn't fit properly. So again, just look at that part right there and align it. Of course, the beauty of photopolymer is you can look through your stamps and see what you're doing. Look at that, it makes a circle. And don't worry if you're imperfect. See, I got a little too close there and it's not perfect. It's fine. It'll be fine. Nobody's gonna notice. This one has many imperfections actually too. You guys might notice, but other people won't. We'll die cut that in just a sec. Let's go ahead and do thank you. Right there, just on a scrap of paper. So we will punch out thank you, 1-inch circle punch. And we will, I'm gonna lose that. Punch out a 1 1/4 inch circle. I still have my super old punch here. Still works to layer that on. And then let's do our die cutting. I forgot to say the tip, but remember to stamp really gently on our classic ink pads. They don't take much pressure and you'll get great inking. Okay, so I have my magnetic platform and I'm gonna go ahead and die cut both of these at the same time. Okay, so align it while it's on your big shots, because if you do it in the air, when you put it down, it'll shift, and run it on through. Oh, these are the layering circles framelits, by the way. Love them. Each circle has a scallop to go with it. Okay, finished with you, big shot. And I believe, we'll make our bow and then we'll be ready to assemble. Okay, so we are making this in a class I have coming up, and so they will receive one long 16-inch piece of Whisper White Baker's twine, and so you want to fold that in half and cut it in half and then tie it in a bow as if it's one piece of ribbon. This just makes your baker's twine a little more substantial, and it's super cute. Of course, I just tie a regular bow with baker's twine instead of bunny ears, and for me it turns out it's easier, it turns out cuter, and of course I'll trim that down. Okay, so let's put it together. I'm going to use Fast Fuse here. I love Fast Fuse. It's so strong you hardly have to use any, so it's much more cost effective basically. Fast Fuse here. Fast Fuse just has that little learning curve where you need to learn how to break the seal, which is what I'm doing when I pull it to the side there. Once you learn how to do that, and don't press too hard. Once you learn those two things, you're good on Fast Fuse. And don't use too much because you don't need it. Okay. See how little adhesive I used? And it's never gonna fall apart. And I can save money. This is the Eastern Palace, I think is the name. It's the designer paper that matches the suite. And you can see when you cut up this piece, you get different images, and it's fine. Whoever receives this card won't receive this card, so they won't know. We want to dimensional these two. So I'll be so generous and put 4 and then 1 here. And let's get these on our card. Just pick whatever, whichever part you stamped the best for your top. That's what I like to do. And place thank you on here, and then I will use a glue dot for my bow. Remember, don't touch the dot and don't unroll the dots. Just stick your embellishment on one dot. Place it on your project, And then of course we'll trim it down. There we go. There is your card. So I hope you guys enjoy this card. I hope you'll give it a try. Test out these little cute dots that make a circle. It's so cool. And this stamp set's just super versatile. There's so many different things you can do with it. I didn't use the dies from this set or the bundle, but they're amazing as well. And you can check out my other Eastern Palace video for that. So if you like my video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. That would help me out. And if you need any of the products shown, you can order those right on my website. And if you have any questions about that, just let me know. I will see you guys soon at stampwithjennifer.blogspot.com. Thanks.